Hello, my name is Kehinde Adegoke, otherwise known as Kenny Crown. I'm a writer, host, speaker, liberation, and intentional lifestyle coach, and you are welcome to Monday Motivation. On this platform, we motivate, inspire you, liberating you from just living into intentional living. And if this is your first time being here, please do not hesitate to like, subscribe, share. Above all, do not forget to leave your comment because they mean a lot to us. So, our book are still selling on Amazon. Please, you want to go check it out. Intentional Living and The Journey from Limited to Limitless. So, what are we talking about today? So, today we're speaking about forcing or flowing through association. We all know that on this platform we are dedicated to see you liberated, to see you flourishing, to see you growing, and to see you fulfilling all that God has called you to be. So if you are forcing your purpose, if you are forcing your existence, if you are forcing yourself being in a place or being in a relationship where God has not called you to be, then that is going to pose a threat to the plan of God for your life, or pose a threat to your growth, your advancement, and your fulfillment. So today we are going to trash that, and we are going to ensure that you're flowing through association, because there is power in association. By the grace of God, I have been in a situation that I have been able to go through this process, how it can be forced or how it can flow. I used to work with two set of individuals. The first one is educated and very articulate, is such an awesome person who has a good heart. However, for some reason I realized that when I'm working with this particular individual, we will laugh, we would have a good time, but I would realize that I'm striving so hard to be able to attain the goal set out for me. It just feels like it comes with the person's presence. It's just whenever I'm working with this particular person, I would work really hard. I will be mentally worked out. I will be emotionally drained. I would try all my best, and by the time I'm going home, I realize that it's possible that everything I've done during that day, even though I've been able to tick those boxes and say that I have actually done this, but in me there is no fulfillment whatsoever. It felt like I was forcing it to happen. It felt like I was trying my hardest to do that particular thing or to finish up my task. However, there is this another wonderful individual that I work with. This person brings life to work. I work effortlessly whenever I'm working with this particular individual. I realize that I go above and beyond my task, and I am so happy doing it. Sometimes I even sing, mime, and dance while I'm working with this particular person, for you to know how association can affect you, or how it can help you grow, how it can be a strength for you to be able to achieve a particular thing. What association are you keeping? When you are with that set of people, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're unstoppable? Do you feel like you can do all things? Remember, those people don't have to be bad, but you need to be able to sense those people. You need to be able to sense the happenings around you when you're with that person. Do you feel limited, whereby you have to try and force yourself and then use all your strength, all your energy? You feel drained, yet you're not able to achieve, or you're able to achieve it, but you're so drained that you can't even appreciate what has happened, or you can't even, be happy or be joyful or feel fulfilled doing that thing. You want to be around people who, when you're with them, even though they're not saying anything, their presence alone elevates or connects with you, whereby you can feel peace, operate at a place of rest, and you can be able to do all that you are called to do. This is another week. You do not want to go into this week in a recycled lifestyle, whereby you're praying, when is it going to be Friday? I just can't wait to get over this week. Are you that person you're thinking, 24 hours isn't enough? Monday to Friday isn't enough because you enjoy doing what you are doing, because you are with the right set of individual, because the presence of that person around you can make you do all that you are meant to do. Or those people, they channel you, they position you to a place whereby you can do more. You need to understand the role of every individual in their life. I am stressing this because it's really important. We do not have to see those people as bad, but you know that when you are planning or when you want to execute, you just don't want to be around them at that time. But you can be with them any other time, because everyone is for a purpose. They may not just be that fuel that fuels you to do all that you're called to do. It is not the absence of the grace of God in your life. It is just for you to know that there is power in association. Who you are with determines how far you're going to go in life. Let us look at the definition of association. According to the dictionary, association is a group of people who work in a singular organization for a particular purpose. Another one says, association is the fact of being involved with or connected to someone or something. Another definition says that association is a feeling, a thought that relates to something or someone. We can see that it has a lot to do with you and a person, or you or a thing. So, which means that the way you feel at that particular point in time, because they are there, determines what you will be able to achieve while they are with you. So which means that when you are associated with someone, or when you are with someone, or when you are working with someone, you need to be sure that this person is definitely that person that gives you room to expand, to grow, to explore, to be able to do things effortlessly, selflessly, enjoyable, to achieve a particular goal, or to be successful in a particular task. So how can you identify this association? First, you're going to strain yourself for them to understand you, and you're going to be drained. Remember, if you force something, if there's a press, there's a push towards something, you feel drained. It is just like when you're trying to have a baby, for women, you realize that force, when you push, immediately the baby comes out. You feel so tired. Even if it's through a cesarean section, by the time your epidural wears off, you realize that you feel tired. The medication that was given to you to numb your body, is a force to your body to tell your body, you need to fall asleep now while we work on you. So it's really important for you to know, if you are around such individual and you feel the need to strain, to stress yourself, you know that you will be drained. The second one is, it will expose you to slavery. You don't have to be the errand boys or girls, no, but you will be bounded by strife, by jealousy, by hatred. Sometimes you don't even know how it's happening, but it is happening because of that association is not good for you. It's not healthy. Or when you have to be jealous about a particular person and not happy for those people, you are forcing it to happen. You don't want them to be there because you know that you won't be able to do what you need to do. It's slavery because it's confining you. You're not being free to do all that you should do. And that leads you to sometimes limiting beliefs. You begin to doubt yourself. You begin to doubt your strengths. How come I can't achieve this? How come I'm struggling in doing this? How come it feels like I'm not good at this? How come everything I know seems not to work? Yes, it is because you are forcing it because of the association you are in. The next one is your sacrifice does not measure up with your reward. You realize that you put your all, you put so much into something, but then when you're getting the reward, you're weighing it, you're thinking, my sleepless night, my research, what I've done, and all of that, it does not quantify with what I have now. That is you forcing it to happen, whereby you can't look at it and you can't smile and say, yes, I did this. You are forcing those things to happen, which will then lead you to lack of motivation because you can't see the reward or does not quantify with the sacrifice. Then you lack motivation. You have to then force yourself to get up in the morning to get to it. You have to think, you have to just push yourself extra mile. You have to make yourself multiple coffees because you want to stay active and stay alive to do that particular thing. That is not it. Because of that, that will then lead to frustration and depression. You'll be depressed concerning it. You'll be so frustrated. You start thinking, why am I not doing this? Why is this not happening? Why am I not getting this? What's not working? I've done it all. I've tried everything. Nothing seems to work. Sometimes it is not because you are in a wrong purpose or you are going through the wrong path, because your environment does not support what you are doing. You want to check that and you want to be sure that where you are, how do I feel? Do I feel fulfilled? Do I feel achieved? Or do I feel like it is such a total waste of time? Or do you feel like, oh, I better finish doing this before this person gets here, because when this person gets here, I won't be able to do what I have to do? Or I would realize that I have to go back and start cleansing myself. So you want to check that because you do not want to have an unprofitable week. So let us look at it. How do you flow with association? Number one, you feel peace. In a serene environment, there is nothing you want to study that you cannot study. There is nothing you want to do that you will not be able to do, because you can feel the gentle breeze, you can feel the atmosphere, you can feel everything in support with what you're doing, or with you. You just can reckon with that. That is a flowing association, whereby when you plant something, you're sure that your seed will be watered and will grow, and there will be harvest in due time. The next one is, it gives you an opportunity of a clear vision. You can see clearly what God is showing you. You can see how God wants you to walk on that particular thing. There will be opportunity to make the impossibility possible, because you can see clearly. You're not blinded by your emotions or your feeling of, I don't have the strength right now, but I just have to do it, I have to make it work. No, that's not the case. In this particular point in time, you're operating in the place of peace, in a place of comfort. You can see the vision clearly, and you know how you can properly structure them for you to be able to achieve it. The next one. With a flowing association, solving a problem becomes a lifestyle, because whenever problems comes in there, you know that it is a stranger to what you feel in that environment, with what you share with the association you are in. So the next thing you're thinking about is, how do we tackle this problem for it to go away quickly? How can we make this person happy as much as we are? So that is really important. You want to start looking into that. You want to start understanding and start viewing it. What am I doing different? How can I do it differently? How can I get the result that I desire? Last one is, the result is rewarding. By the time you start getting the reward, you know that you're able to do that because of the surroundings whereby you find yourself. Once again, when you are around some particular people whereby you cannot get your tasks done or fulfill purpose or do all that you're called to do, that does not make them a bad person. You'll be surprised that those set of individual could be with someone else, and that person might actually feel differently to what you feel when they are with you. It just says something. It means that you are not connected when it comes to the place of purpose but you might be connected in something else, or they might be there for a reason. You want to be sure of that. For that flowing environment and association that you have, you need to treasure it, nurture it, and ensure that you all grow together. It is really, really important. I'm going to leave you with the book of Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22. That the blessings of the Lord make it rich and adds no sorrow to it. So if you are in the line of purpose and you're sorrowful, or you're striving, you're fussing, then you need to check your environment. You need to check your association, because it is really important to your growth. It's important to your achievement. It is important for you to have a fulfilled life. Till I see you again next week, know that your purpose is to solve a particular problem. God will never give you a purpose that does not solve a problem. So if you are on that path and it feels like nothing is working, then you need to check your association, prayerfully consider what is going wrong. Most importantly, ensure you are flowing through association and not forcing through association or in association. Have a blissful week. Bye now.